In the early 1900s, Mexico was a land of deep inequality. Vast estates were controlled by the wealthy few, while millions of poor farmers struggled to survive with no land of their own. From this injustice rose a man who became a symbol of resistance and justice, Emiliano Zapata. Born in 1879 in a small village in southern Mexico, Zapata grew up among peasants who tilled the soil but owned nothing. From a young age, he saw how unfair the system was. Landlords seizing fertile land, farmers forced into debt, and families living in poverty, while the rich grew richer. By his 30s, Zapata had become a respected leader in his village. When petitions and appeals failed, he turned to revolution. In 1910, when the Mexican Revolution erupted against the long dictatorship of Porfirio Diaz, Zapata joined the fight, not for power, but for land. He rallied peasants under a simple but powerful slogan, Tierra y Libertad, land and freedom. Zapata's forces, known as the Zapatistas, fought with determination. They seized estates, redistributed land to peasants, and burned property records to erase debt. Unlike many leaders who fought for political control, Zapata's vision was clear. Land must belong to those who worked it. In 1911, he issued the Plan of Ayala, a revolutionary document that demanded land reform and denounced leaders who betrayed the cause. It declared that large estates would be broken up and returned to the people. For the poor farmers of Mexico, this was a radical, inspiring promise. But Zapata's honesty and refusal to compromise also made him enemies. While other revolutionary leaders made deals for power, Zapata never wavered from his principle of land for the people. This integrity earned him loyalty among peasants, but hostility from politicians and generals. For nearly a decade, Zapata fought against shifting governments, betrayal, and endless war. His army, often barefoot and poorly armed, could not be defeated easily because they were fueled by a cause greater than themselves. In 1919, however, betrayal struck. Zapata was lured into a trap by government forces under the pretense of negotiation. He was ambushed and killed, but his death only cemented his legend. Emiliano Zapata never lived to see his dream fully realized, but his vision shaped Mexico's future. Years later, land reforms were finally implemented, inspired by his ideas. Even today, his cry of Tierra y Libertad continues to echo in movements for justice and equality around the world. Zapata was more than a revolutionary. He was the voice of the voiceless, a fighter who stood not for personal glory, but for the dignity of his people. And though he fell in battle, Emiliano Zapata became immortal, a symbol of resistance, justice, and the eternal fight for freedom.